Hello, my name is Kevin Fathom, the Executive Director of ACCESS. As you hear my voice, please enjoy photos, mostly of our alumni, that we've collected over the past week in Kenya. You may notice a Caucasian guy in a few of the pictures. That is me. I arrived in Nairobi on June 10th and traveled to Kakamega and the western region of Kenya on June 16th and will be working here until mid-July. I have 4 distinct purposes for my time in Kenya. Number 1 is to support the development of the alumni. Number 2 is to connect with, collect, and preserve the stories of our scholars using video and photos. Number 3 is to become more familiar with the scholarship review process, which begins on July 1st. Number 4 is to strengthen our ties with the larger community so that in time, domestic financial support might increase the scope of what we're able to accomplish with Canadian funding. The development of a formal alumni is my main priority, as this group of men and women hold limitless potential. Starting in January 2022, ACCESS placed greater emphasis on alumni coordination by reallocating our staffing so that we could devote 0.4 FTE to foster and facilitate our former scholars into a cohesive and formal alumni group. Our investment has already paid off. On Saturday, June 11th, we met with the Nairobi chapter of the ACCESS alumni and had over 40 scholars show up, which was a greater turnout than our meeting in Kakamega last November. On June 25th, we're meeting in Kakamega as a Western alumni and already have over 100 scholars registered to attend. In the future, we hope that the alumni group will serve a variety of purposes, including mentorship, networking, and fund development. Mentorship is a very important element of this conversation, as I am learning that it is very difficult to transition from post-secondary school to employment in Kenya. Most graduates need experience to be considered for employment and must find voluntary opportunities to build this experience. Because we select bright and needy students from a relatively isolated and poor region of the country, most, if not all of our scholars, lack the social status and network to help them transition to a career after graduation. We hope that once we develop the infrastructure, our alumni of almost 4,000 students can provide this important bridge from being a student to a working person with a career that is related to their academic background. ACCESS also plans to support the alumni to become established formally so that it can register as a local Kenyan foundation, which will provide a legal identity to the group, which can ultimately support the mission of ACCESS so that the beneficiaries can give back financially and support more needy and bright students. I look forward to observing the scholarship review process in which we will award 100 scholarships. So far, we have received 417 applications and expect that number may double as we near the application cutoff of June 30th. We're proud of the fact that ACCESS scholarships are awarded by Kenyan citizens, most of whom are alumni who were provided the means to attend post-secondary school by ACCESS. I will not be interfering with the selection of individual students. Rather, I'm curious about the overall process. Lastly, I'm here to strengthen ACCESS ties to the community so that when the alumni organizes into a foundation, we may be able to leverage our relationships with local corporate donors. At this time, I wish to thank our donors and supporters for their ongoing support. In the past 29 years, ACCESS has made a tremendous impact on the people of Western Kenya, and I believe that our great history provides a foundation for an even more impactful future. Thanks again from where I am situated in Kakamega Town, Kakamega, Kenya. In closing, please please enjoy the following words of thanks from a selection of the scholars that we met in Nairobi.
Now I'm doing clinical medicine and surgery. I'm expecting to do my final qualifying exam, and then next 1 week. I'm so grateful for ACCES because surely I had no any other option. They're like the ACCES, like angels who are sent to rescue me.
Since I'm a research scientist, I can be able to extract DNA and solve problems like, let's say, diagnostic problems. You could know which strains are the ones that are affecting our health sector, these emerging and re-emerging health conditions that are affecting our nation at large. And I would say thank you so much to ACCES. You've been of great importance to my education life. And I
stand here today, I know for sure anything else that I've done after my undergraduate, it is attributable to the support I got from ACCES. If it were not because of ACCES, I don't think I would have been able to go to school, because for sure there was no hope. My dad, my late dad, sorry, was not able to provide in high school, and so in the university it was not possible. But for sure, I want to just appreciate that what ACCES is doing, and being able to identify the needy cases and support them. It is just bringing out potential that would otherwise be lost. And but largely, I want to also appreciate, because then what we do after we have been taken through the program, just being able to give back and support other needy cases, then we can already see the impact that having been supported as one individual, and there are others that I'm also supporting. Of course, they could be small numbers, but all of us, if we ever did that, to even support one, we can already see the impact. So I want to thank ACCES so much. It is ACCES that made me who I am, to have given me the chance to go to the university, pay fees for me. Today, as I'm a family man, and I'm happy because I met my wife at the university. If I never got a chance to go to the university, maybe something else will be the case. So I really appreciate it, and this is really helping me to shape my family, and also just to be able to demonstrate to them that it's important just to remember to get hold of somebody's hand whenever you think that they have the capacity, but then they don't have the means. And that is what we have resolved to do as a family. So I want to thank so much ACCES, because then after that empowerment, I've been able also to develop myself. Because when I got employed at Teacher Service Commission, I was able to enroll for a master's degree, which I pursued in disaster preparedness and environmental modeling. After I completed that program, 2 years, I was lucky I got a job to be employed at the university as a lecturer, a job that I've done for about 7 years. Then during that, I was enrolled for a PhD. Now, I would only pay fees because ACCES had prepared the background upon which now I'm able to get resources and also support myself. So I've had to develop my capacity. I've had to sharpen my skills, into a researcher and of course a scholar. And I'm happy because after working in the university for about 7 years, I also got an opportunity to work with the national government, and currently that is what I'm doing, in charge of a directorate called Director of Resource Surveys and Remote Sensing. So this is what I'm doing, and I'm also having a pool of young people that we work with. Of course, I train them, I guide them. So for me, out of ACCES, I'm able to impact on many more other lives.
I appreciate a lot for your support and the work you are doing. It may be unrecognized, but we appreciate a lot. It changed lives a lot. Thank you.
I qualified for the scholarship. They called me for an orientation. Then a month later, they gave me a check to pay for my school fees. I was so grateful and thankful that I got the scholarship. After that, I thought maybe this was the most important thing that has happened to me in my life, my entire life, because it is through ACCES community that I'm proud of who I'm becoming right now. You see, if it wasn't for them, then I don't know what will have happened in the long run. So after all this, I want to say I'm grateful for ACCES community, the entire community. They have supported me. I was about to lose hope in life. I was giving up. I was on the verge of giving up with everything, with my studies, with life generally. I'm grateful that they came in for my rescue. They paid for, they have been with me throughout my entire course in college. I'm about to finish. In fact, I'm doing my exams this month, final qualifying exams.
So with the help of ACCES, with a nursing diploma, I graduated in the year 2018. I'm now a Kenya registered nurse working in one of the best and biggest referral hospitals in Kenya. I'm now independent. I can take care of myself, and I can also assist my siblings. My siblings coming in from a family of 7, it's quite a big responsibility. Also, without the help of ACCES, who knows, maybe I could be somewhere in the villages of Kenya doing menial jobs and assisting people in their farms and getting only the money that I could be being paid could only maybe take care of myself and not so good. At least I'm now independent.
I want to really appreciate ACCES because for the last 30 years, I have seen many NGOs come into this country and they don't last 10 years, 15 years, more than that. I've seen many NGOs, non-governmental organizations in this country that because of COVID, they were not able to sustain that disruption of COVID and continue. But ACCES has withstood the test of time. 30 years is not mean time, it's not a small time, it's not 1 year, it's not 2 years. 30 years is quite a long time. And having survived the disruption of COVID-19, I think I want to really congratulate and appreciate ACCES leadership, ACCES board in Canada, all those visionaries, all those people who work to make sure that ACCES continues. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the wonderful work that you are doing.
To thank ACCES Kenya very much. They came in handy at that time. I went to them. They came and had a look at my background. They saw our grass-thatched house and the situation, the way it was leaking and how we didn't have money. They even came to see me from where I used to hawk in town on the street there, along one of the streets in Kakamega County. And so they awarded me that opportunity, and they paid for me from the year 2010 until 2015 in the University of Egerton University. It is in the Rift Valley in this country of Kenya. I graduated in the year 2015 with the Bachelor of Science in Manufacturing Engineering and Technology. First class, second class, upper division. By the grace of God, I've managed to secure a job. Today, as they are interviewing me, I'm at my workplace. I work with a manufacturing company as one of their technical team. I'm in the maintenance department. I'm so grateful to ACCES Kenya for the help they accorded me. At that time, when I didn't have finances to pursue my education, through the foundation they laid, now I'm able to help others at home, my siblings, my mother, even take care of the health care. And now through this education, it has enlightened me, and it's now a ripple effect that's going to be propagated through my generation, my children. I really want to say thank you for all the donors. I may not know your names, but surely I'm grateful. All I can say is that God of heaven bless you. Thank you very much.